Do you have any idea how long I've been waiting for this? Like, do you really even know? It's finally here. It's finally here. At long flippin' last, it's finally here. Boy, this Corona shit is painful to wait for.
Hey folks, BlackCross here, and yes, it is finally time to complete the Flippin' Unbox series. Yes, the unboxing of the Jak and Daxter Collector's Edition Extravaganza. Gosh almighty, can you believe how long it's actually been since I first even ordered this? Like, when was that actually? Like, I've actually lost track. I know it was sometime last year. Actually, literally, it was last year. That's just... What? You know how to keep a guy waiting. You know how to keep a guy waiting. For those of you that don't have any idea what I'm even referring to, 2 years ago, it's hard to believe I'm actually saying those exact words. Yes, 2 years ago, Limited Run did a series of Collector's Edition for Naughty Dog, being that of the Jak and Daxter series, you know, being that of Jak and Daxter, the first one, Jak 2, Jak 3, and then of course Jak X, and then of course you have the fact that if you got all 4 of them ordered, you had the chance to get a cover of what was going to be Jak 4, and I did a video of that not too long ago, so go check that out if you haven't checked it out. But yeah, I can actually finally say the phrase, I now have the entire complete set finally completed and stuff, and each one has been really awesome. Each one has been really cool to look at. Each one had an amazing poster, amazing booklet, and even these little things, these little metal little objects and stuff, more like relics, if I have to say, because you know, you had the precursor orb, you had Mars amulet, and then of course you had the blaster, which I thought that was interesting, you know, because whenever I first looked at it, the image and stuff like that, I thought the stand was made of plastic, but in reality it's actually made of metal. Doesn't help if I had that, but yeah, there you go, see? So it was nice to see this entire set actually being put together. And it was just insane as to how well put together they were as a collection set, you know? They had this little leather wrapping around and everything like that. The way they had themselves laid out inside, you had the game, you had a reverse cover side of all 3 of them, and then a 4th one, of course, being Jak X. Each one had a poster, double-sided, of course. Each one had a art booklet design as well as a soundtrack for each game. And so it's going to be cool being able to finally unbox this one. And, you know, I know the content that's inside of it, but I don't know how they technically shipped it. Because out of all of these 3, this one's a little bit slightly different. But I'm going to go ahead and start unboxing this. And we will, of course, get into it. And something is on top of it looks like. Go ahead and get rid of this box right here. Alright, so first things first, we want to take a look at this limited run trading card, which each one has had a trading card. And this one, you can't really see it from the camera angle, but it is that of Jak and Daxter within the game. You know, Jak has this like biker look to him, and then of course you have Daxter wearing pants. And for those that are wondering, why is he wearing pants? Well, if you played the 3rd one, you'll know why he was wearing pants. It's like literally towards the end. But yeah, so that's one of them. And apparently I now have, I don't know what this is, but it looks like, yeah, it's a digital Club of Fun News magazine, it looks like. Huh. Wonder when they started doing these. What on earth? Is this like showcasing all the upcoming physical run games that they're doing? So at first I thought this was like a magazine of some kind. No, it's something else. I have no idea what this is. My biggest thing was, of course, this right here. And of course, showing you the back right here, right now. So, but now we can finally get right into it. We can finally open this up, unbox it, and start looking inside of it. Because each one has been really fun to open up. It's like this. I wish maybe not all games, but each one had like a little collective box of some kind. Because there's very few of them that has like a really cool collector's box type design. You know, there's the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy DVD set that I've gotten, where it has Davy Jones' chest, and then God of War 3 with the Pandora's box. But with the Jak and Daxter series, you have this nice leathery look to it, and it looks nice. I really dig it. So now we have, okay, basically the same but slightly different. So by the same but slightly different, we have obviously the PS2 memory card. All three of them had a memory card, but this one is silver, is the only difference. But yeah, all of them has been really cool to just kind of look at them and stuff like that. I wouldn't actually use them, but it's still cool regardless, just being able to like look at them and stuff, because it's like, it's PS2 memory cards, you know, and not many, well, none of them actually use memory cards now that I think about it. But again, I did not know how they were going to do this one, but I'm kind of glad that they don't have a box with it, because in all honesty, I probably would have tore it up just to have it out and stuff. So here it is, the Daxter Mobile from the game. So technically, in the original PS2, the only way you could get this is if you had saved memory from Daxter, and then, I forgot how, but if you had it through your PSP and put it through the PS2, either via cable or online. I'll have to look into it myself because I forgot how it originally was. But if you had saved memory of Daxter, you could use that for Jak X, and you would get this. And this is actually a really cool thing to see. I love seeing this. And here's the thing. This one was the craziest thing they did for. Keep in mind, this was the last of the Jak and Daxter games that they were doing a limited run of and everything like that. And sadly, the other two Jak and Daxter games, technically Daxter and Jak and Daxter Lost Frontier, didn't get one, but they tricked this one out, because aside from this color scheme, which is the original color skin, they had 5 other ones, I believe. They had 5 other versions, 5 other colors, each one representing a color scheme of some kind in the game. And at first I thought to myself, I was like, do I want to get all of them, or do I just want to just have this one? And I really just like the original one. I really do. I prefer the original. And so really just to see it right here, I mean, it looks smaller on my hand, but it still looks really cool just to get something like this, really. And I'm very glad that I went with it. So, and then of course you have the design Bible. Each one has had its own version of one, and so real quickly I will show you the insides of it. And original production binder. Very interesting. But yeah, so obviously you have a lot of different design choices that they went with. They had a lot of different ideals, but it's like, oh my gosh, I was so happy to finally get this one. So, like I said, I'll show the complete art of it in the video, of course. And then we have. Okay, hold on. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, I'll show that one in just a sec. But we have the game. Naturally, we have the game of Jak X Combat Racing. Now, I've never actually I played a little bit of it, but I've never actually beaten it. This is actually a really hard and challenging game. I think you don't necessarily have to win first place in every race, but you have to have a pretty high score just to continue through the main story segment of Jak X. And so it can be brutally hard if you're not good at racing, which I'm not good at racing, but my best friend TJ, he is a pro at racing, which, I mean, he won't say that he is, but compared to me, he is. But anyway, he beaten this, and I believe he's 100% completed it, not on the PS4 or PS3, mind you, but he has 100% completed it on the PS2. But yeah, here's the manual. All three of them had a manual that represents the main one from the original version, and so this one's the same way. And then of course you have the game that's inside, of course, naturally. You have the pretty looking game right here. This is very nice. I love this stuff. This is so freaking awesome. Okay, come on. There we go. So we have two different versions of the cover art. You have this version right here, but then you have the reverse side, which is this right here. And this is actually really nice. This is really cool. So it's one of those things where it's like, which side do I want to keep? I would keep the one where it looks like Daxter looks like he's about ready to puke. But I think I'm just going to get the pose version of him, because that actually looks really cool, especially whenever you first open this little collector box. It's just, it does look cool. I really do love it. So, while Daxter Mobile doesn't have its original case, they did provide the the little cardboard. I don't know what you would call these things in terms of Hot Wheels. I'm not a Hot Wheels collector, so I have no idea what you would call these type of things. But it's cool that they included it in the collector's set, and so you can kind of see what it looks like at the front, minus the plastic thing that wraps around it, followed by minus the car. But then here's the back of it. And again, this is one of 6. So in other words, there were actually 5 other ones. I was almost, I believe I was right. Yeah, I was right. About how there were 5 other ones. So it's cool that they give you this. It's cool that they give you this just because it's like, you know what? Technically, you got the Daxter Mobile that fits right inside this little pocket right here. So that's cool to have. So they decided to just say, hey, let's just slide this in here for the heck of it. And I'm glad that they did that, because that is really awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Now then, time for the main event, which is the poster. Oh boy. Oh, this one's going to be the hardest one to choose which one. And I'm not a big fan of Jak X, unlike everyone else, but I do like how it looks. And I'm going to tell you, this one's going to be hard to choose. So, well, actually, it's going to be easier to choose now that I look at the other side. At first, I thought it was going to be one other thing, but never mind. But, so, here's the one side of it, which is basically the same cover from the PS4 cover, the reverse side. But then, here is the other side, which is, Ashlyn with her, car. And it's like, as much as I like that, it's obviously going to have to be with Jak and Daxter, of course. So it's going to be this side right here. So we are going to pick that side when we get to that. So that is really, really awesome. I am so glad that was easier for me to choose. Then, of course, we have the soundtrack right here. This is the cover of the soundtrack. And, you know, again, I have not beaten it, so I really have no idea of what to expect from the soundtrack. there's a lot of music tracks that was in the game apparently, so I have no idea what all it contains. Boy, they vacuum seal these things, don't they? Gosh almighty. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, so here's what I see. Opening it up, you see Jack and Ashlyn, of course. We'll take the disc out on that one. Well, actually we won't do that because obviously it's a double side. And on the other side, you have one of the other racers. It's a precursor, or not precursor. It's one of those mech droids, but I forgot the driver's name, but it's a mech droid. And then Daxter. So that's interesting to see. That is actually really cool. It's going to be interesting to listen to the soundtrack to this one, because I have not heard of all of the songs. But now we come to the last item, which is the trading card packs. So, oh wow, these actually look really, really cool. So, we have these trading cards, and I will obviously show them to you in a different frame. But these look really, really cool. I do like how they look. And much like how the previous one has been, these are really high-res detailed. It is actually kind of insane as to how much detail that they have put into it. It's just, gosh. So that was the unboxing of Jak X. So, out of all of them, which one do I like better? That's tough. That is tough because of how well they have done this. They have delivered an excellent package. The way they box them, they all are wonderfully well made. Each one had a very well pile of abundancy. But I guess it all depends on, like, I guess the stylized of how they look and how it was presented in terms of, like, either the poster or the reversible covers, or even for that matter, the little figurine / models that they provide you with. That's going to be hard to debate because I love all of them. Again, not a big fan of the racing game, but the way that they have it packaged is really, really cool and really, really awesome. I do love that. And so for me to say which one I prefer better, that's going to be hard to choose. Again, it's just like, oh my gosh, all of them was really good. All of them have been just amazing, and it was well worth paying the $80 that I spent on the collector's edition of these things. And so, yeah, that's really awesome. Really cool. Funny thing is, that makes me want to play through them again, including Jak X. And again, not a big fan of racing. I'm going to say that multiple times, but seriously, I want to replay them all again. It's just, oh my gosh, that would be so cool. I don't know if the PlayStation 3 trophies carry over or if it's a different set because of the PS4. But if it is, we have Jak X, so yeah, there you go. We'll try doing something like that, you know? We'll try doing a playthrough of all 4 games. That would actually, you know what? We'll do that. Note to self, future me, we're doing that. We're doing a full-on playthrough series of the entire Jak and Daxter series, eventually. And it's like, oh dear Lord Almighty, have I lost my mind? Yes, I have. So, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below, of these 4 unboxings, which one has been your favorite to watch me unbox? And if you have any of these 4 by chance that you have been lucky enough to collect, which one is your favorite of the 4? Let me know in the comments below, but I shall see you in the next video. This is BlackCross signing off. Catch you guys later.